Jacob's children now. Okay, so let's see what's now the birth. Here we start with the birth of the first children. Unlike for Sarah and for Rebekah, there's not going to be a barrenness, at least not with Leah. There's going to be barrenness for Rachel, but not with Leah. Verse 31. When the Lord saw that Leah was hated, he opened her womb, but Rachel was barren. So it started off with this way. God saw, right? God understands she is suffering because of nothing to do with her. This is her father's deceiving part. This is Jacob not loving part. So God, in this sense, compensates for Leah by giving her children, and he makes it impossible for Rachel to get children. Verse 32. And Leah conceived and bore a son, and she called his name Reuben. For she said, because the Lord has looked upon my affliction, for now my husband will love me. Right? So firstborn, she got a son, named him Reuben, and the idea behind the name is that the Lord has looked upon my affliction, and now the husband will love me. Okay, so she hoped that by giving birth that very fast to a firstborn son, right, that he will love her now. Now, from the names of the other sons, we're going to see, no, it didn't happen. He didn't all of a sudden started loving her. Verse 33. She conceived again and bore a son and said, because the Lord has heard that I made it, he has given me this son also. And she called his name Simeon. Right? So another son born, and from the name Simeon, meaning the Lord has heard that she is hated, she understands the name, Jacob calling the name of his son, would understand as well that she understands that she is hated. I don't think that would have been so well, gone down so well, but anyhow, this is the name she gave him. And it says as well, she's the one giving the names, not Jacob, she is the one giving the names. So it shows as well that he's like kind of not caring about this. Whatever Leah wants to do, whatever name she wants to do, yes, my son, but let her give the name, okay? So clearly you see it, and that she feels hated, and she even puts it in the name of the son. So the first son, I hope it will bring love. It didn't bring love. She's still hated after the birth of the second son. Verse 34. Again she conceived and bore a son, and said, now this time my husband will be attached to me, because I've borne him 3 sons. Therefore his name was called Levi. Okay, Levi, yes, he will becoming the father of the priesthood, the Levites, Moses. And again, from the name Levi, meaning that the husband will be attached, right, to her. So he's still not, even after the first 2 sons, he's still not. After calling Reuben, come here, and being, forced with this, I don't, she knows I don't love her. And then with the fact of calling Simeon, and I see that she feels hated. Now calling Levi, I hope he will be attached. He's still not attached. He still doesn't care. Still, she's the one giving the names, and he's still, right? 3 sons, perfection, kind of. 3 sons. But still, nothing is going to change. Verse 35. And she conceived again and bore a son, and said, this time I will praise the Lord. Therefore she called his name Judah. Then she ceased bearing. So again, a 4th son. Now we don't know how long the time span between the children. It could have been very short. It could have been a bit longer. I would think kind of most likely short. I know my mom, we have 5 kids, and the first 3 were born within the 3-year period. I mean, since the first to the third one born, I'm speaking now not of conceived, of born, it's basically 2 years. But yeah, 3 years from conceiving to giving birth to 3, and then nearly just over a year and a half later my sister, and then I came nearly 3 years later. So the whole point here is, we don't exactly know how long it took, but seemingly I would think they came quite thick and fast, to put it like that, and nothing changed in his attitude towards her. But in her attitudes, things did change, at least towards God, with the naming of the 4th son, naming him Judah, which ultimately Jesus is from the line of Judah. and the name mean to praise the Lord, and this is what she did now. Now she kind of gave up on Jacob. Okay, God is now what it's about. Jacob is a goner, he doesn't care about her, he's not attached to her, he hates her, doesn't love her. She tried everything, she gave birth now to 3 sons already, nothing changed. So instead of for the 4th son as well, going down the same road, just doing the same thing, at least this time she's okay, well now I'm going to give thanks to God, I'm going to praise the Lord, and I'm going to say thank him for what he has done for me. And so she called him Judah. So there's this growth as well, and acceptance of the fact that Jacob is not going to love her. Jacob loves Rachel, and but God's given her the children, not to Rachel. So at least she is now giving thanks to the one who deserved it, the one who saw the hatred of Jacob for her, and he is where Jacob was supposed to stand up for her. He, God, that is, stands up for her. God provides for her. And so she calls him in thanks, Judah.